Hello and welcome to From Farm to Table Voices That Matter, a special interview series brought to you by Africa Agri Expo. I'm your host Tanya, and today we have with us the CEO and founder of Zowasel, Jerry OCHE, which is an agri-tech company based in Nigeria. Thank you for being here today, Jerry. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Tanya. Thank you so much, and thanks for having me.
Yes. Well, Jerry, let's start by understanding the idea behind starting Zowasel and what was the inspiration to create the startup and the business, and how has your journey been so far in the agriculture technology space?
Yes, thank you, Tanya. So the word Zowasel in itself means come and sell. So in local Nigerian language. So the idea for starting the company is to create direct access to market for farmers and their cooperatives to be able to connect to the big processors and the big manufacturers directly without any middlemen. So that was the whole concept and rationale behind starting the company. It's been challenging, of course, like running a company starting from scratch, all the necessary ecosystem you need, all the support you need, the learnings you take from building the company step by step. So putting that back into the system. Most importantly is also being able to, try a lot of trials, a lot of proof of concepts, a lot of
Mhm.
improvements, doing all of those mistakes and improving on your mistakes as you move forward. So yeah, so that's where we are, still learning, still improving our processes and strategy as
Right.
well.
Well, I'm sure there must have been some very hard moments, but obviously that brought you forward. So going ahead from that, you mentioned challenges. So I would like you to walk us through a specific challenge you faced while building Zowasel.
Okay, so maybe I'll mention two or three challenges. One is that in the architect space, every concept you want to try and every innovation you want to try, after building the, the solution or putting the stride together, you need 1 full year to test it. So it's not something you test immediately. You need to go through the full farming cycle to understand if it's okay or not. So that's a lot of time. That means
Right.
you have 1 year to get a proof of concept done. That's a lot of time compared to maybe e-commerce or fintech and all of those other sectors. So that's number one. Number two also is also defining who the customer is. So we have to understand that smallholder farmers are not
Mhm.
able to pay for a service. So we need to constantly define who the customer is. We need to look and also making the customer to pay for the service. Right, it take a couple of
Right.
months or not.
And I think with agriculture being a very important sector, it is something that is creating not just opportunity but also a sense of lifestyle, especially Africa with African resources and like the African hub of resources that there's so much to put into agriculture and with technology playing an important part. I think it is very imperative that there's a constant understanding of and hit and trial of the new technology like you mentioned. Obviously it's a challenge, but I'm sure that it is also one of the necessities that is required, that you have to continuously embrace and engage into new technologies, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's about continuous innovation. So it's not just one off. It's continuous innovation, continuous trial. Yeah, like I mentioned, we have a strategy where every solution we built, we had to first of all run a proof of concept for like a season, which is normally a year if you look at it. So we run that proof of concept to determine if it will work, it will not work, what we need to refine, what we need to maybe change. So that takes a lot of time, and that have to be continuous innovation. Also listening to the customer, knowing what they want, and how you can keep that innovation cycle up and running.
Right. Well, that was a great answer, and I would really commend the way that that you explained the process, what Zova Cell is taking, and how it is trying to be, how it is trying to present itself in the market.
Thank you so much, Diane. Thanks for your time. Well appreciated.